Hey guys, Tim Walling here at SC Legal Carrier. We train people to get a CWP in the state of South Carolina. If you need a concealed weapons permit, look us up at sclegalcarrier.com. We have also just opened a new website, Optics 86, where we are selling optics. So if you're in the market for an optics, please look us up online at Optics 86. What I want to show you guys today is I got a Holosun. This is the 407C, the 407C Holosun, and I'm going to install it on my Sig P365. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do that, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the optic as I do it. As always, safety check your firearm, no magazine in the gun, the chamber is clear. And we're going to go ahead and pop this thing off the slide. All right, before we get started, let's unbox this and see what actually comes in the box. From Holosun, really nice box, good hard plastic here. Your instructions, now I did sit down and read these. Holosun does a great job giving you instructions on the optic. Lots of good information. Of course, your silica gel comes in there. You're getting your screws. Your screws already have Loctite applied to them. You've got a lens cleaning cloth in here. You have your Allen wrench to put your optic on, and you have this little tool. So this little tool can be used to adjust the MOA on your optic, and the two little pieces here take the battery out of the bottom of the optic, plus they can turn it on and off. We'll show you that. Let's take a look at what everybody wants to see here. The optic. So here we go. Let you get a quick peek at the optic. Really nice looking optic here from Holosun. Good looking optic. Now, their optics come with a plate on the bottom, and this is so you can mount it to your AR. We are not going to use this, so we're going to put that back in there. And I am going to put away the cleaning cloth. I'm going to put these screws away because we're not going to use them with what we're going to do today. And I have went over these, so I'm going to put the instructions away also. So here's our optic, and the way we're going to mount this on this firearm is I went to outer impact here, and what I got was a mounting plate for the Sig P365. Now what comes with this mounting plate when you order it, so it's going to be a dovetail mounting plate. This slide is not cut for an optic. I'm going to have it cut later, but I wanted to go ahead and order this plate. I want to test this plate, see how well it holds up, and let's see what comes in it. Of course, you get your mounting plate. So your mounting plate comes with a variety of holes in it. So this plate will fit an RMR cut. Your RMR cut is the Trigon cut. It'll also fit the Delta Point Pro cut, so which is now the new Sig Pro 2 cut. So you get a variety of screws in here. We've got number 6, we've got number 4, we've got number 3. And here you've got the dovetail mount with all the goodies in it. So let's just put these over to the side. We won't need these. And before we open these screws up and get started with them, let's go ahead and let's take this gun apart real quick. So we slide lock it to the rear. We've already checked it for clear. Takedown pin, slide comes forward, and we can take the grip right off the firearm. I am going to go ahead and take the spring out of it, and we'll pull the barrel out of it just so it doesn't fall out while we're working on the firearm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right here in the vise. Good and snug there. We've got a magnetic tray here so that we can mount our screws and things as we go through this. So the first thing we got to do is we got to take the rear sights off this firearm. So we're going to get a sight pusher, and we're going to push these right out. Okay, sight pusher's mounted nice and tight. Let's see if we can get this to come out. Apply pressure to it. Well, you certainly are not going to take this out without having a sight pusher. That was a tough rear sight to take out. Back now, we've got our rear sight pushed out of the slide. We're ready to get started and mounting our optic. Your dovetail mount is going to go in. That's going to go right in the dovetail of the firearm here. Fairly easy, a little snug. So I'm not going to file this piece down. So what I'm going to do is take a little nylon mallet and tap it into place here. We're going to tap it in. So see how we've mounted the dovetail mount? The steel pins are in the rear. You've got your screw holes in the front where you're going to attach it. You've got a flat point here, a little rounded off edge here. So you take your outer impact plate and you just center those steel rods up on the back and it drops right in place. Really good fit. Now, it is a little wider than the slide. It has to be a little wider because the optic is a little wider than the slide. Loctite. A little bit of Loctite on the top of the screw here. Drop it into place. This is a T10. A T10, a little small, I think you see there, a little small star type wrench, T10. And we're going to tighten it down. Snug one side in. Snug the other side. There are a couple holes in the front. That is where our little steel pins are going to go. And this is where our screws are going to go through. Our screws are going to drop in the top here on the optic. So see how it's got a fat end at the bottom, skinny at the top. The fat end goes into the optic plate. The fat end goes into the optic, base of the optic. The skinny part goes into the optic plate. So I'm going to drop this one in. Now we'll set this right on top. Now let's get our screw started just a little bit, not too much there. We do not want to strip these threads. These are very fine threads, nice and easy, nice and gentle. Just go down till it snugs into place. Want to snug it up, want to jump over to this side. Let's tighten this one up a little bit more, just a little bit as we go. You don't want to strip the screws out of it. We've got our fat wrench by Wheeler, and there's a gauge on the front. So I'm going to twist it to where it is 15 pounds. So Holosun suggests to tighten this optic up to 15 inch pounds. So that is where we're at. Make sure we're good and tight. Tighten it down a little more. Still had a good bit to go. There we go. That one's 15. And that one's 15. Just a double. There we are. Our Holosun optic is mounted. Our HS407CO. Holosun HS407 is mounted on here. And you can get a look at it. It does stick out a little bit. I'm going to have to trim my holster some to make it fit properly, but I wanted to test the mount, wanted to see how well it held. You might have trouble with your takedown pin. Say your takedown pin does not want to close. If you will just pull down, push up on your slide lock, this will pull right back into position. Push up on the slide lock, this pin pulls right back down. Place your thumb on it to hold it in position. Slide your firearm back on there. All the way back and slide lock it. After you slide lock it, drop it back into position. So there we go. Test the trigger. Trigger works. And there we are. Our P365. I do have the Lima laser on the front of it here with the Holosun 407 mounted on the top of it now for our red dot. Let's talk about some of the features of this Holosun optic. This is the 407. So when you install the battery in it the first time, it'll set the optic at automatic setting, which means that the brightness on the optic will match the brightness in the room. So the illumination in the room, the more light you've got in the room, the brighter the optic will be. The darker it is in the room, the more the optic will turn itself down. So you don't have to try to turn it up or down based on the lighting that you have. That was an advantage that I wanted on this firearm for concealed carry. You also have the option to turn that off and go to manual settings. There are 12 different manual settings on it. When you switch it over to manual, it automatically starts at brightness 7 for you. So you've got 12 settings, and 2 of the settings are for night vision use. One of the reasons I chose this was the 8 MOA. So remember, this is what you're looking at when you look through your optic. You've got a circle. This is not a dot. It is actually a circle that is an 8 MOA, which means that 100 yards through this optic, 100 yards, I'll be shooting in groups that are 8 inches large, 8-inch groups as I use this, which translates into concealed carry, because when you come all the way up to about 12 to 15 feet away, I'm going to be shooting in groups of about a half inch. Half-inch groups is what I'll be shooting at. But the larger 8 MOA, the larger 8-inch circle that I'm looking at through here instead of a 2-inch dot, I'm able to find it quicker. This does have shake awake on it, which means you set it down, you walk off for 10 minutes. If it sits still, it turns off to save battery life. As soon as you pick it up and move it, it turns right back on. You can adjust that. It does 10 minutes, it'll turn off. You can set it for 60 minutes to turn off, or for 12 hours to turn off. Or you can set it where it never sleeps and get it to stay on. You have 100,000 hours of battery use on this optic. And one of the reasons it lasts so long is these photo cells they've mounted on the top of this optic. These photo cells will power the optic and not use the battery. When you don't have any light, these things are covered up, it switches over to battery. So it switches between photo cells and battery use. You don't have to do anything. You'll never know that it's actually trading through the two. Another feature on this optic is when it begins to get weak, the battery's getting old, this optic will blink. So you'll look at it and you'll see your circle in the middle, and it'll begin to lightly blink for you, letting you know your battery is going dead so that you can change the battery. To change the battery, you just pull it off. This small tool came with it. So on the bottom base of the optic, these 2 tiny little heads right here stick into the bottom of the optic and turn it, and it unscrews your battery plate for you. You can also use these to turn your optic off. Has 2 little pieces there. You just press in on both, that turns it off. To turn your optic on, you push either the plus button or the minus button. It turns on. To turn them off, you just press them both at the same time, and it turns it off. This little tool works out great for doing that. This small tool also will adjust the optic. So when you're sighting this optic in, it's a 1 MOA adjustment on it. I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. You've got to let the Loctite dry for 24 hours before you use the firearm and shoot it. So we're going to let this dry and get set up, and then we're going to take it to the range. We're going to put some rounds through it and test it. We're going to carry it for a while and just see how it does, how it functions for us. All right, 50 feet away. Here, we're about 20, 15 feet away, about 8 feet away. Check us out online at optics86.com. We'll have all your optic needs there. Please bear with us as we're building the site. Anything you do need, send us an email and we'll send you back a price on it. Take care, everybody. Remember, folks, be a responsible adult. Don't push your responsibility off onto a child. Buy gun locks and gun safes. Secure your firearms. Till next time, folks, take care.